Hi everyone, it's future professional Stephanie here, back for another video about Paul Mitchell the School. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my last 2 weeks at Paul Mitchell the School, weeks 3 and 4. I know I missed last week's video, but I've been thinking about it and hopefully you can notice a difference in this week's video. But I wanted to get better camera quality, so I bought a new charger. So that's why I was gone. I wanted to give you guys good quality videos because I feel like that's kind of, important. So that is why I was out. So I guess we'll start off with last week. Last Monday we started our day off with upstyling, which we used the French twist that we learned the previous week and braiding. And we made it into this huge competition, and it was basically the adaptive and creative and phase 2 people voted on our work for whoever's they liked best. And mine didn't win, but a girl in my class named Kelly won, and she definitely deserved it. She is so talented. Like, she had this really pretty, almost 1920s inspired French twist. It was beautiful. So after that we went on our break, and then we decided that we were gonna do finger waving. Well, we didn't decide, it was what was on the curriculum for the day. And finger waving is probably the most... That's finger waving for you in a nutshell. So like I was saying, finger waving is probably the most difficult thing I have learned so far. And it's kind of gross in a way because they have used this industrial sized vat of blue gel that smells like Old Men at Tim Hortons. And it's okay if you don't get that reference, a lot of people don't. But kind of smells like Old Men at Tim Hortons, and you're slathering every strand of hair with gel, and you're pinching and the gel is on your hands, and basically you're just taking your fingers and combing in opposite directions, moving down, combing in opposite directions, which it made it a little bit more difficult for me again because, again, I'm left-handed, so everything's different for me and I feel kind of disoriented. But towards the end of the night I figured it out. So the second day we did, I'm trying to think because it was 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay, now I remember. The second day on Tuesday last week we did pin curling and roller sets. Pin curling and finger waves to me are, I would say they're pretty equal amounts difficult level for me. Although I've gotten better at pin curling while I was fumbling with it last weekend. But basically pin curling is twisting the sections of hair and then pinning them to the scalp in either square, rectangular, or triangular sections all around the hair. So that was kind of difficult. So we did that on one side of our mannequins, and then on the other side we did roller sets. And again, we used gel through all of this stuff. So roller sets were actually pretty easy for me. I was kind of surprised because I could never do them on myself, but they were actually pretty simple for me. And also, if you're wondering, I'm going to post pictures of things in here that I've done because I've been taking pictures for Deans and Honors. And that was pretty much all we did on Tuesday. Wednesday was a really fun day. Wednesday, we took out our pin curls and our roller sets, and we brushed through them and made them wave shapes with styling combs. And then we learned how to back comb, which you'll learn as you go through. There's actually a specific way to back comb. There's actually a huge science to it, and all in all, back combing's not really very healthy for your hair, but people like it. Texas women, big hair, it happens. So we learned about that, and then also we learned that there's a way to tell on a mannequin how to know if you're doing back combing correctly, is you take your rat tail through where you've back combed and then try and take it off the stand, and if it doesn't fall off or fall to the floor, you've done a good job. So That is one thing to do. Don't do it to a client though, because no. Just no, honey, no. And then after that, we went on our lunch again, and then we started our lookbooks. And if you don't know, a lookbook is basically what you're showing to your clients on the floor to show them what you can do or what you want to do so that they have options for what they're looking for. And for me, that was really cool because it lets me bring out my creative side. So if you guys want to see that, here, let me get it for you. I only have part of one page done because I'm trying to make it really cool. But I started labeling all of the pages, and basically this is what I have so far. It's kind of makeshift, but I kind of like it. And then Thursday was a really fun day. We had a pampering day where we all got our hair dyed and colored, and it was really cool. And as you can see, I got my hair cut. If you remember, it was like here, now it's up here, and there's pink in my hair. And this all happened last week, and it was really cool. A lot of people got some really cool transformations, and it was so exciting. And basically that took up our entire Thursday. And then Monday of last week, we learned about formulation and the chemistry of hair color, because it's color week. So basically we learned about different levels of hair color from 1 to 10 and the different tonal backgrounds and desired clients, and basically how to set up a formulation sheet. It was actually pretty simple. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And we also started working on color wheels, which turned into a competition as well. Tuesday we did not have school, so I won't even go into that because we didn't do anything. And then Wednesday we came back to the school for about 5 minutes, and then we went to an event for 31 Days of Freedom. We ended up getting, I believe, 70 signatures in about 4 hours, which is amazing. And our school ended up with 662 signatures against human trafficking, so I think that's amazing as well. I think we did a really good job for being such a small town, bringing everyone into it. So I would definitely say that was a success. It was really fun as well, even though we were all in the rain and shivering. It was still totally worth it. And then Thursday was our last day of the week, and we learned about single process color and diagramming. Diagramming and drawing diagrams for me the first time was not so much fun because I feel I guess, my brain with my left-handedness and everyone being right-handed, and just, it kind of discombobulated me a little. So like all the curved lines and just, my brain doesn't work that way. So it was a little bit more difficult for me. But once we got on the mannequin and started sectioning, it was a lot easier for me. And basically for the sectioning of a single process color is from the apex, which is the top part of the head here, to the mastoid division line, to the mastoid division line, which is behind the ear, and then you split that in half from the apex to the center nape of the neck, and then you do your mohawk section, which is from the center of the irises back to the apex, and then everything is taken into Zulu knots. And then you take your 1/4 inch sections and just apply your color with a tint brush. Make sure that you get around the scalp and all of those areas so that you don't miss the color. And then you saturate the hair with whatever you're using. You could use cholesterol cream, or you could use conditioner like we did, or, while we're learning, we're using cholesterol cream and conditioner. So basically that was our Thursday. Super fun. So that was my last 2 weeks at Paul Mitchell. How did I even forget this right now? Like, seriously? Oh my gosh. Okay. So Wednesday, during our powwow, they had us vote for Future Professionals and Staff Members of the Month. And so I voted for Stacy as a staff member. She's my instructor. And I voted for Kelly Penn. She is the girl who did the upstyling. I think she's a really cool person. And then for nighttime Future Professional of the Month and Adaptive and Creative, I chose Madison because she's the one who helped me with my hair. She's a really sweet person as well. And actually, I won Core Future Professional of the Month, and I was so excited, and I cried, and it was lovely. And if you guys are watching this, thank you so much for voting for me, because it meant so much to me, and I'm really excited, and just, I love Paul Mitchell School. It's awesome there. If you're even considering going to cosmetology school, pick Paul Mitchell. So that is it for this video right now. I just want to let you guys know that I'm working on doing a kit video. I'll probably film that tomorrow, and then I'm also working on a special video, which I mentioned 2 weeks ago, but I'm going to try and make it into a surprise. So if you're interested in all those things, subscribe, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in next week's video. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye!